I am Sharron Merritt and I live in Baltimore in the Loch Raven area. Well, in addition to watching Amelia, I also provide her with educational time, learning her alphabet and how to spell her name, her numbers, different animals and things like that. In addition to cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, all the manual house labor, in addition to doing the bookkeeping for the house and those type of things. It is unpaid, however, it's unpaid, but as far as money is concerned, but there are duties that are priceless, in my opinion. The things that myself or other housewives or, so-called unpaid laborers, we support the community. If you can provide a healthy and happy home with a clean house, which some people think is common but not so common for a lot of people, I think that the fact that it's not paid, maybe it should be, but our dividends come in so many other ways as far as, having healthy and thriving children. I love to travel, so I would definitely be traveling. I would probably be writing or volunteering because I do work with a women's group that, again, is non-paid, but it's like helping, empowering other women. Definitely, I think is very underrated, and I don't think that people believe that it is important as it should be. As I mentioned earlier, this so-called unpaid labor provides individuals, young people, the household with a place where they can have peace, solitude, they can thrive, learn things. The family unit is the backbone of the community, and that's where things, begin. How people relate to other people. Those are the first relationships that are formed. So a woman's duty, that stays home and have unpaid labor, really are the keys to a healthy society. I think that the organizational skills that are used in the household or for the unpaid labor, the ability to be able to multitask, manage a household, all of those skills, I believe, are transferable into the workplace and actually make the women even more valuable to people that are in the workplace. Not to mention the patience and conflict resolution skills. All of those things take precedent in a work environment.
And the quote, "There is also little time for rest given that care work must be done every day. Women's rights to an education, political participation, decent work, and leisure therefore go unfulfilled." Do you believe that's true for some women, that they're doing too much? They have so much home responsibilities and unpaid labor that they're not be able to fulfill their educations or other social things they might want to do?
I do believe that is true for a lot of women, because as they focus on their unpaid labor duties, that they tend to put themselves on the back burner, their own goals, dreams, aspirations as far as education, their career goals, their personal goals. And I think that one of the side effects of being an unpaid labor is that you tend to want to care for everyone else without remembering self-care. So as the statement goes, put the oxygen mask on the child before they put your oxygen mask on first and then put it on the child, goes, it's hard for some women to do.
And
I would say probably about most of my waking hours, probably like 10 hours. The reason why I say 10 hours is because, when I wake up in the morning, you know, it begins. You got breakfast. And when she comes in, it's breakfast, it's lunch, it's changing her clothes, bathing her, like I said, the teaching time. When she's not, up, and if she's down for a nap, then there's washing clothes, and then there's cooking, and then there's cleaning. So I think that the people that gave 4.5 hours probably didn't count the rest of some of the hours that they actually are doing unpaid labor, because they don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I have heard of it as being unpaid labor. They call them, the glorified name now is home executives. But yeah, I have heard of unpaid labor. I never considered, most people that do it don't even think about it as being unpaid labor. They don't even think about it as being labor. They just think of it as, this is what I have to do.
And do you ever feel that if you don't do the work that you're doing, it won't get done?
All the time. And most of the time it don't. It doesn't. Just as I said earlier, as far as women who are in, situations of unpaid labor, taking care of the kids and the family, I would say take some of that time out to care for yourself. Otherwise, you will become burnt out, resentful, and not as productive.